Hello there, everyone. This is the Master Chief 1, and welcome to my Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong 64 Let's Play Long Play, 1080p, 2 Melon, 50 ammo, no instrument upgrade run Part 7. And in this part, I'm showing off, and thankfully enough, there's no lag in this video, unlike the last one, right, and no little glitches and cut frame rates. I'm showing off this time around me finally completing and very soon going to, at last, collect the Rareware coin. Also, nicely enough, you'll at least be able to hear the sound stay consistent as I beat Donkey Kong. Well, not really the Donkey Kong we know of. This is supposed to be Cranky Kong when he was a lot older. Well, yeah, when he was a lot younger, sorry. And some people think because of how Mario, the current Mario, and Donkey Kong are still in the same timeline, and if this Donkey Kong is allegedly, of course, Cranky Kong when he was younger, yeah, right, that this must be Mario and Luigi's father, actually, and that the princess that of course, is in this game, who's really supposed to have brown hair instead of the yellow hair that you've seen, right, yeah, the one with the red dress and the brown hair is supposed to be, of course, Mario and Luigi's mother, no doubt, right. And this is this might be more confirmed when you check out the first Yoshi's World game on the N64, which is awesome. But how high can you get? And as I showed, I hit and destroyed pies and tried to destroy enemies with a hammer. But thankfully enough, there was a safe opening to avoid the dumb flame enemy. And now making the jump, and then making the somewhat hazardous jump, and now making another hazardous jump, having to avoid those spring enemies, which actually those spring enemies come back as just non-enemies, but instead are as oddly enough the jump pads for the Mario games, as every player knows. And with that, we once again almost got the Nintendo coin. And now the final level. Well, the final level of this little thing. And now we're trying to be fast while avoiding these stupid flame guys yet again. Collecting the hammer now to smash up the flame guys. And now we're smashing up more flame guys. And I hit the next and I jump past the next flame support platform. Thankfully enough, not getting hit by the flame guy. And now it looks like I'm trapped, but thankfully enough, I'm not. and now, soon, if we can avoid these flame guys, we'll be able to. Yes, and thankfully enough, the flame guy was so stupid and went the other way. And with that, the Nintendo coin is mine. Yeah, the Nintendo coin is mine. Anyway, yes, you can only insert 3 letters whenever you do a certain score, and this is like my second highest score in the game by the looks of it. So yeah, and I just did abbreviations for my for my YouTube name for this, of course. I mean, if they had little 4 spots, I could clearly put in my name for that. But no, for some reason they don't have 4 spots. I guess it's just like for your initials and whatnot. For the first letters of your initials. And with now that we proceed on to the next area of Frantic Factory. Anyway, the reason why this level is my 3rd favorite level, I kind of like this whole factory level, and the fact that it's a bit, it requires a bit of work, and also in addition to that, that it's a little bit complex to get up to one little area of the world that pretty much most players know what I'm talking about that might be watching this, of course, watching the Let's Play. So yeah, right. Anyway, before that, because we actually got Tiny Kong's Kasplat, we're gonna actually, go into Snide's headquarters very soon. Hitting the banana balloon. And yes, I know this one's a minute longer than the others, but sorry about that. It's just that. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what we need, Kong. Yeah, right. And now we see the newest random animation from Slide. Do. Oh, banana. Donkey Kong. And the other reason I also like Frantic Factory 2 is, well, it's a pretty simple reason. There's a lot of this is technically a toy factory, which I'm kind of surprised. Anyway, the world's name is called Frantic Factory, but in reality, this factory is really Kremco Enterprises. And I know this because near the very end of the game, as the majority of players know, there's an there's a microphone that's alive, actually. Yeah, which is plenty of the surrealism of the game right there. Yeah, and he actually says that it's an association with Nintendo Rare and Kremco Enterprises. So yeah, so this is definitely, this factory here's real name is Kremco Enterprises. Yeah, well, I mean, the company's name's Kremco Enterprises, and this is the Kremco Enterprises factory, which I don't understand why. Well, the toys are dangerous, so I guess in a general sense, that's how they can be able to, that's how they can be able to still cause evil, even though they're still making toys for children in this factory. And I guess they just wanted to make that, more kid-friendly, of course, for the younger people that were playing this game back then. So, right. Hitting the symbols on this moving board. And with that, another banana is ours. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. And as soon as you see you accomplish that golden banana, you actually get a banana fairy. And this one's pretty simple. Getting both banana fairies in this world's actually pretty simple. They're both in the same. They're pretty much both in the same big location. That's what I find to be weird, really weird. But whatever. I first had thought, you know, because it was right there to play as Lanky Kong, but then I remembered that I would save that for last, of course. Right, because the next area that we're going into, the research and development area, where I think this is like the big, this is just the big toy, yeah, the big toy storage area. Mm-hmm. Where the other one we were in was like the small toy storage area. So, right. Anyway, thankfully enough, there's a banana fairy here. Yeah, this is where one of the banana fairies is, so yeah, so soon we'll be able to restock on ammo and everything, so right. Anyway, yeah, take the picture right here, because this is the best spot to do it. If you try it down below the steps, you'll have much more difficulty trying to capture the banana fairy on film, so I always find this spot on the steps to be the best place to take the picture of her. Hold still! Even though thankfully enough I did find the one spot where she holds still. Yeah, she technically just holds still for a while, so yeah, right. But I was a little bit hesitant right there, but thankfully enough, yeah, I finally hit that one spot that she stays long enough at to take the picture of her. And we'll experience a very simple block puzzle. I think it might have been, of course, like most people, until around the 1st or 2nd grade, when I finally started to learn how to count with numbers. And this, as you can see, it's very straightforward. Oh yeah, one thing to know about the Wii controller, that's another flaw of it, is that whenever you press A and LT to be able to smash down, yeah, do the slam move, your controller does lots of annoying vibrations, and it can be quite irritating, because every single time you slam down, it does this annoying temporary vibration on the controller, so right. Right, just thought, I'd inform you guys in case anybody ever played or never played this game, no doubt, on the Wii U. So yeah, levels that, yeah, one challenge in a later level, which is the hardest level to get through in the game, well, hardest world to get through in the game, actually has a golden banana that's much harder to get in the Wii U version than it is in Donkey Kong 64 on the, Nintendo 64. And with that, we have Donkey Kong's second golden banana, and then killing off this annoying dumb dice guy. And this is why I think that the Kremlings may decide to make this factory if there are killer toys in this factory. And then now we spring up using Diddy Kong's tail, quite funny enough, up this very awesome gigantic block tower. And I just thought I'd just make a reference to this because, yeah, it's nothing too major, but my young 2-year-old second cousin and I were actually playing with blocks along with my brother as just for fun, right? Not too long ago. And some pretty dang old blocks. I think they're about the blocks I was playing with, those old blocks I was playing with that are similar to those ones, but actually have more brown in them. At some points and more wooden. Those blocks were like up to somewhere near about a century old. I'm not joking. They were that old. Anyway, I forgot to say, it basically, it was saying from the announcer, saying, shoot the claptrap's mouth with an melon, press A to fire the melon, and then, you know, the reload button. Anyway, and you see the basic idea there, not that hard at all. So yeah, Donkey Kong, and the very first golden banana of Diddy Kong. I'm just really happy. If you want to know, I'm just very happy. I really am. I'm very happy that at least, you know, this part doesn't glitch. And that most of the game, thankfully enough, doesn't have lag, which makes me very happy. And I'm so happy that at least the majority of that last video didn't have lag in it, which is very thankful indeed. The arcade game did, but anyway, thank you for whoever gave me a like for the video. I don't know why I'm not getting too many views for this game. I put this in 1080p for all of you viewers, and it's in pretty good quality, so I don't get why in the world I'm really lacking the view, really lacking some view counts here. I mean, this is an HD version. I wanted to put it in HD for you guys because I remember that the other qualities might have been in many senses kind of terrible. But maybe the reason you guys don't like the high definitional quality for this is because it doesn't feel nostalgic enough for you guys. Right. I'm sorry, it's just I thought, hey, if there's an HD version of this game and I can afford to get, I can clearly afford to get it, I thought, I'd do that for you guys. So then you guys experience this classic old game in such higher definitional quality. So yeah, right. Yeah, that's always a bit of an annoying factor with banana fairies. If they just move a little bit out of the place of your circle when you try to capture the them on a blasted picture, it fails. And another failed picture. Oh no. There, finally got her. No. Yes, and with this we get another crystal of coconut and our ammo recollected. Okay. And now it's time to get Chunky Kong's weapon. Check this out. I've got this real cool shooter that'll trash K. Rool's army, and it's yours for just 3 coins. Are we talking a deal here? Looking good, Chunky. Let me give you the lowdown to fetch out or put away your shooter. Press and hold Z, then press C left. Press B to fire. You can also press C up to use the aiming sight mode. And if you're firing blanks, I'm the monkey to see for ammo refills. Now take a look at this ammo belt, Chunky. All you Kong dudes get to carry more ammo for just 3 coins. I take it you're up for it? No offense taken, Chunky. I'll still be cool when you want it. Yeah, I didn't take the ammo belt because, like I said, 50 ammo run, but the unfortunate part I gotta say about all of this, and I'm just saying this, okay. And I unfortunately get hit by the stupid shockwave of Chunky's kasplat. Now, most people might wonder themselves, why are the enemies new cousin versions of the Crushes for this game? Why didn't the Crushes just show up in this game? Well, actually, surprisingly enough, the Crushes are in multiplayer mode for this game. Yeah, that's right. Crushes are actually are multiplayer character enemies that the player can actually play as. Also, I think back then, because it was supposed to be a kid's game, and given how much more intelligent they were going to make Crushas in the sense that they could actually use weapons. Yeah, they could actually use weapons and guns, and in this sense, they were like going to use grenade launchers that shot out explosive oranges, actually, that and they held their guns similar to the way Chunky Kong does with his pineapple launcher-like bazooka. So, right. And that's so cool, I gotta say. Okay, and now we finally enter this bonus barrel challenge.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Line up 4 bananas to win the jackpot. Press A to spin and stop the reels.
Okay, this is pretty pretty simple. Yeah, just press A just a little bit before you see the golden banana on all 4 of these slot machine reels. I don't know why there's 4 slots. I would think there would be 3, because that's what you usually experience for most slot machines. But whatever. Trying to stop the bananas. Thankfully enough, the first one is really easy. The only one that's really hard is the one you do in Donkey Kong Isles, which will be coming up in a few parts from now. I really hope, because this video is a little bit of a minute longer, but that's because of my failed sequences at the Donkey Kong arcade game. I really hope that well, it should. I mean, my YouTube videos, because of how popular they've been before, it sometimes has accepted a 3 gigabyte video that's low, at least. Yeah. I mean that's probably the only limit I can go when it involves videos of such nature, of course. Anyway, this is, as you can see, this is why I chose to do Lanky Kong for last and allow him to go into research and development room first, because he's got lots of bananas to collect in this room. And not only that, this room pretty much focuses mostly on Lanky Kong, actually. And now we're going to be experiencing, as soon as I'm done shooting and collecting this banana balloon bunch, a Simon Says game. Oh, yeah, about Funky Kong, about the whole... Wait a minute. Okay. And as you can see, they're red critters. That's unique because red critters, excluding the only time red critters ever showed up in a Donkey Kong Country game, excluding this one, of course. Well, a Donkey Kong game excluding this one, of course. And unfortunately, I did the pattern wrong kind of stupidly, and this is like really easy. Yeah. C. B, C. It's actually, oddly enough, the Game Boy Advance version of Donkey Kong Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah. But this is the very first game that red critters ever showed up. But, as so many people are aware of when it comes to the different color styles of critters from Donkey Kong Country, the classic, you know. Yeah, D, okay. C, B, C, D, E. Alright, yeah. C, B, C, D, E. C. Oh yeah, C. Right, forgot about that. Okay, yeah. C. B. C. D. E. C. C. B. C. D. E. C. A. C. B.
C D E C A.
You know what's kind of odd about this pattern? Well, it doesn't completely follow the exact pattern you need to take when it involves being with each Kong when it involves this area, because you can kind of switch the time that you transform into you can transform between Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong near the end of this room. So right. And I unfortunately am checking in all the wrong tunnels that Donkey Kong has to go through. And this version actually has, and I would have loved maybe a little bit more if the mechanical zingers, which are called mecha zingers in this game, they would have looked more like green buzzes from Donkey Kong Country 3. I thought that would have been much more iconic, to have their spinning buzz blade type mechanical green 4-axes from the last game. Yeah, well, I mean, from the very last Donkey Kong Country game, and that you see those, and awesomely enough, could see those animated enemies. Speaking of Donkey Kong Country 3 enemies, there's supposed to be recoils in this game, or those jumping enemies that look like Tigger, but Tigger from. Yeah, that look like Tigger kind of from, Winnie the Pooh. Speaking of Winnie the Pooh and stuff like that... Oh yeah, never mind. Hold on. As I take out Lanky's splat now. And yes, the next battle arena is once again done by Lanky like it was in Angry Aztec. Which is pretty cool, and like I said, Lanky Kong's the best fighter in the game, next to Chunky Kong, who's the second best fighter in the game. One thing I gotta say is that when it involves Chunky Kong, the two main elements of Chunky Kong are the fact that, of course, he's big and that his fists are lethal weapons, and he technically uses for the majority of his attacks, a fist to hurt his enemies, excluding of course, a unique forward spin jump he can do. Flip spin jump he can, jumping out. Which I don't know how he can, well, he must be pretty strong and more flexible than he looks, right. Even if he might be a little, well, yeah, than he may look, right. I don't know why Chunky Kong wears a belt if he doesn't have any pants. Oh well, I guess they were just doing the, trying to be silly and cartoony in that sense. Yeah, and unfortunately I fell off the ledge like an idiot, which was my bad and my own mistake. This is really easy. There's like only one Kasplat. Yeah, and it's kind of weird in my opinion that every time you destroy a Kasplat, destroy a Kasplat, that technically they only have white hair as soon as you're done beating them. But I guess it was just to tell the player, oh hey, you collected the blueprint with this Kasplat. You don't have to recollect it or whatnot. Right. But it's kind of weird that they all have white hair as soon as you are done collecting the blueprint from them, but whatever. Anyway, I get the reason why they didn't include crushes in this game, because if they did include crushes in this game, they would have been like really pretty tough enemies and quite advanced enemies, and you would have been more concerned about, for at least the kids playing this game, they would have been more concerned about losing their health, which eventually would, of course, become 12 hit counts and whatnot. I know they couldn't. It'd be nice if, like a Splat, they still didn't want to completely follow the enemy, the character after a while. And anyway, here we go with a cool little race that's pretty easy to beat. Okay.
Nice set of wheels, Tiny. Let's race for this golden banana trophy, shall we? To win, you'll have to beat me over 2 laps and collect 10 coins. Try pressing Z to speed up and use the analog stick to change lanes. Press A to cheat. Ready? Here we go.
Yeah, thankfully enough I didn't collect any coins by that point. Anyway, you just have to collect 10 coins, not that hard, really, and, yeah, then speed past him. I thought I needed to, shoot A to cheat, but, yeah, thankfully enough I didn't, and unfortunately, I lose 3 coins because I get hit by one of those stupid TNT barrels. But thankfully enough, if you're in the right lane, you can shoot at the race car and still gain your lead. Sometimes this guy will try to get ahead of you because he uses the same similar speed boost as you. But thankfully, nothing still is not too bad because you can, as long as you gain the go through the DK speed thrusters. This is pretty easy. And near the end of the second lap, he always runs into TNT barrels because he can't change lanes quick enough. Yeah, right, like that. So use that to your advantage if you don't want to, normally cheat. Right, use the cheat A button to cheat and fire a missile. So yeah, right. do.
Oh no, the shame of being beaten by a monkey! I'll let you have this prize if you promise not to mention this to the other cars in the pit lane. Okay, and with that, only one golden banana remains for Tiny Kong. I still say I really would have loved to have seen Dixie Kong in this game. Even though, yes, they would have both had similar moves, but it would have been much cooler if maybe Dixie Kong had the ability to actually use her single ponytail as a full-on helicopter blade to fly around in the air like Diddy Kong as a move, and along with some other really cool moves I could think of too that also involve her hair. And she could also attack, be able to still attack and stuff, most likely using her hair. Yeah, right. Similar to how Tiny Kong also uses her hair to attack. Okay, now it's time to reveal one of Chunky Kong's other unique powers. Do. And unfortunately, like I said before in previous parts, it's sometimes the gun won't come out. You end up wasting up your musical instrument energy. Anyway, the concept idea of the evil toys goes even further, as I mentioned, which is the toys that are technically alive, right? Well, at least it didn't go as extensive as that one movie where that one movie where the toys pretty much retain really great intelligence, and everybody knows what movie probably I'm talking about most likely, so it might be for the few people who are watching it right now, might watch this Let's Play. Yeah, very simple enough, right? And then okay. Punch those blocks! Hit the dice guys. Hit the domino guys. And then all the toys come together to assemble into a gigantic toy monster. Okay, and now to reveal Chunky Kong's other power, his ability to turn into a giant.
Anyway, pretty simple strategy. Don't try to use like his primate punch, which has that has a delay in sequences. Just be careful and try to do these run spin punches of Chunky Kongs to hit this guy. But be very careful not to stay too close, otherwise this jerk's gonna use an uppercut on Chunky. But thankfully enough, as soon as you beat this jerk, he leaves behind plenty of health, so that's fortunate. And unfortunately, I lose an entire melon, but thankfully enough, you get back so much health. The only unfortunate part is that you gotta be kind of quick because of this long cutscene. There we go. And I get back all my health, which thankfully enough shows that this golden banana is still very easy to get. And as I showed, that's the ultimate toy madness right there. Rocking out on the guitar yet again. And the toy battles will soon continue. But anyway, this has been the Master Chief one. I hope that you've enjoyed my Donkey Kong Country Let's Play. Let's Play all the other, all the other stuff. Part number 7, and I will see you all in part 7. So until then, I will see you all later, and goodbye, everybody. Very happy this time around when it comes towards this part.